Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lesson 3 of our series on protecting your well-being in the digital world. Nowadays, people spend a lot of time on their smartphones, laptops, and different apps. These tools help you connect with friends and manage your classes, but they can also be distracting. We are swimming in a big ocean of information, and sometimes we need to be careful not to get drowned. While technology is extremely helpful, it can cause problems. For example, spending too many hours on social media can hurt our eyes and make us tired. It can also make us feel anxious when we compare ourselves to others online. In this lesson, we will talk about the challenges our digital environment brings. We will also share some simple strategies to help you take care of yourself.
Reflective time.
What well-being challenges you are facing in the digital age?
Physical well-being. It is easy to forget to take care of our physical health when we are using digital devices. Many students face health problems because they spend so much time on their devices. Eye strain. Have you ever watched videos or played games for too long that your eyes get hurt? This is called eye strain. When we stare at screens for a long time, our eyes can become uncomfortable, dry, or even start to hurt. Repetitive strain injuries. Using your phone or typing on a laptop for many hours can lead to injuries in your hands, wrists, and arms. These are known as repetitive strain injuries. They are like doing the same exercise repeatedly without resting. Your body might feel pain or discomfort if you do not take breaks. Sleep disorders. Have you ever played with your phone so much that you lost track of time and stayed up very late? Many students find it hard to sleep because they use their devices late at night. The blue light from screens can confuse our brains into thinking it's still daytime, making it difficult to fall asleep. We can feel tired and not perform our best in class without enough sleep. Here are some easy tips to protect our physical well-being from the common health issues caused by using devices. Ergonomic practices. Using your devices properly can help prevent injuries. Make sure your chair and desk are at the right height. Your screen should be at eye level, so you don't have to look down or up too much. Keep your feet flat on the floor and your wrists straight when you type. These simple changes can help you save a lot of money by not being required to get physical therapy after getting hurt. Breaks and exercise. It's important to take breaks and do some physical activity. Here are 2 helpful tips. The 20-20-20 rule. To help reduce eye strain, follow the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look away from your screen at something 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. This gives your eyes a rest and can help keep them feeling fresh. Importance of regular physical activity and stretching. Make time for regular exercise, like walking, jogging, or stretching. Just a few minutes of stretching can help relieve muscle tension and improve circulation. Aim for at least 30 minutes of physical activity each day. It can help you feel better and stay focused when you study. Control of the use of digital devices. Finally, it's important to be mindful of how much time we spend on our devices. Set limits for yourself on how long you use your phone or computer each day. You can use apps that track your usage or set alarms to remind you to take a break. Here are some helpful apps you can try. Forest. This app helps you focus by growing a virtual tree while you stay off your phone. The longer you resist the urge to use your device, the more your tree grows. Over time, you can create a forest of trees, reminding you of your focused time. Sleep Town helps you develop better sleeping habits. You build a virtual town when you go to bed at a set time and avoid using your phone. Each house represents a good night's sleep. If you stay up too late or use your phone at night, your town will not grow, encouraging you to sleep better. Stay focused. This app allows you to set limits on the time you can use certain apps on your phone. You can block distracting apps after a set time, helping you stay focused on your tasks. Controlling your device time with these apps can help protect your physical health. Mental well-being. Internet addiction. Internet addiction is defined as a mental behavior disorder caused by excessive and compulsive use of the internet. It is often characterized by a strong urge to use the internet, which can negatively impact daily life and responsibilities. This addiction can include various types, such as gaming addiction, pornography addiction, and information addiction. Internet addiction can lead to issues such as social withdrawal, low self-esteem, conflicts with family members, and other psychological problems. How to deal with internet addiction. If you think you are struggling with internet addiction, here are some ways to manage it. Evaluation. Recognizing internet addiction is the first step in getting help. Start by assessing your internet usage. Track how much time you spend online each day for a week, and note what you do. Internet use of 6 hours or more daily over 3 months is considered a sign of addiction. Develop other hobbies. Finding enjoyable offline activities can serve as a healthy distraction from the internet. Consider exploring hobbies like drawing, playing sports, or reading books. Engaging in these activities can help you spend less time online and focus more on real-life connections. Planning on the usage time of digital devices. Set clear limits on your internet use. Decide specific times for going online and times for other activities. Use apps that help track your online time or block certain websites during designated hours. Implementing internet-free times during meals or before bedtime can also help you relax and improve your overall well-being. Seek help from professionals. If managing your internet use is difficult, you can seek help from a mental health professional. Therapists can provide strategies to help you balance your internet habits and deal with any underlying feelings. Anxiety caused by the comparison shown on social media. Social media can often make us anxious, especially when comparing ourselves to others. People show only the best parts. On social media, people usually share only the happy moments in their lives. For example, imagine your friend posting a pic of their chill study session in the library surrounded by textbooks. The reality? They were 2 hours late to class and spent the whole time scrolling through TikTok. It creates a false impression that everyone else is living a fantasy and perfect life. This can make us feel like we are not good enough and lead to anxiety. Pressure to be perfect online. Many people feel they must show a perfect version of themselves on social media. This pressure can make them anxious about how they look in photos and what they say in their posts. The constant need for likes can be very stressful. Fear of being judged. Do you have an experience of wanting to share something on your Instagram, but end up not posting it because fearing that someone will roast you in the comments? Social media is a place that can make you feel like everyone is watching and judging you, even someone you do not know. The fear of being criticized or not accepted can cause anxiety. Social anxiety. Social media can also lead to social anxiety, which is the fear of being judged or embarrassed in social situations. A recent study from the JMC at Hong Kong's Shu Yen University found that young people feel a lot of anxiety because of social media. The study asked students about their feelings regarding likes, pressure, and how they use social media. It showed that the pressure to get likes and comments can make them feel like they are being watched, increasing their stress. Here are some underlying reasons for the findings. Worrying about likes and comments. Many students might check their phones more than they check their grades, feeling anxious about how many likes their latest posts received. This focus on numbers can lead to stress and worry. Need for attention, desire for validation from others can make individuals feel anxious. If their post does not get enough recognition they hope, they may feel down. Information overload. Information overload is when we have too much information to handle. Our brains are like sponges, but they can only soak up so much before they start to leak. When we are dealing with too much information, our brains can go into overload mode, leading to stress and anxiety. Too many sources. As a student, you might juggle lectures, textbooks, online articles, and social media posts all at once. 1 minute, you're trying to understand your professor's lecture, and the next, you're scrolling through Instagram and watching your friend doing yoga. With so many sources of information, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Endless notifications. Endless notifications can also lead to information overload. You've got messages from your classmates about group projects, reminders from your professors about deadlines, and confirmation from your food delivery app that your order is ready. It is like you are just trying to find the beat in chaos. Hearing your phone's buzz every few seconds is rather unpleasant. The pressure to stay updated. The pace in Hong Kong is very fast. There is pressure to stay updated on the latest trends, news, and memes across the globe. You might feel like you need to know what is happening in the world, from the protests in the US to the opening of a bubble tea shop near your place. Trying to keep up with what is happening can feel like running a marathon that never ends. You might casually scroll through news articles, TikTok videos, and Twitter threads, and just later on realize you have already spent 3 hours. Strategies for protecting mental well-being. Are you feeling overwhelmed? Don't worry. Here are some tips to help protect your mental well-being. Digital detox. Sometimes you need to put down your mobile phone. A digital detox means taking a break from all screens, including your phone, laptop, and even TV. When you step away from screens, your brain gets a chance to reset. It gives your mind room to breathe and reduces that feeling of being overwhelmed by all the information. More importantly, you can have some time to discover the world outside the internet world. Healthy social media use. Social media can be fun and entertaining, but they sometimes may give you a sense of uneasiness. To keep your usage healthy, you need to set boundaries. This means deciding how much time you spend scrolling and what content you allow yourself to see. Maintaining critical thinking is very important. When you read something shocking, take some time to evaluate it. Ask yourself, is this real? This simple question helps your brain filter out the noise and focus on what matters. It can also help reduce anxiety, because it gives you confidence in identifying what is true and helpful in the sea of information. Focus more on real-life connections. Always remember to have real-life conversations with friends or family, instead of chatting via text messages filled with emojis. Just hang out with friends and talk about your day. Face-to-face interactions activate the release of oxytocin, making you feel good and helping reduce stress. Seeking professional help. If you are feeling overwhelmed or upset, seeking help from mental health professionals is a choice. Just like you would go to a doctor if you have a fever, your mental health deserves the same attention. Professional help can provide you with tools and strategies tailored to your experience. In the next section, we will discuss the challenge of protecting our well-being in the hybrid working environment. In recent years, with the support of the development of the internet, the hybrid work environment has become common, especially after the pandemic. Companies offer the option to work from home (WFH) instead of returning to the office daily. Hybrid work mode is expected to bring many benefits to work-life balance, such as flexibility. Hybrid work environment can provide flexibility. People can now choose when and where they work. For instance, a hybrid work environment allows a mother with a newborn baby to work from home. As such, she can have more time with her baby and take good care of the baby by herself instead of relying on a domestic helper. Reduce commute stress. Commuting can be stressful, especially during rush hour. With a hybrid work setup, you can get up from bed and work immediately. You can say goodbye to the crowded MTR and long bus rides. Work-life balance. the hybrid model is expected to create a work-life balance in the workplace. Young adults can more easily create boundaries between work and personal life. For example, if you finish work at 6 p.m., you can switch off your laptop immediately without checking whether your boss has left or not. However, life is full of harsh realities, and the hybrid working environment presents several challenges. One major issue is the blurred definition of working hours. With the convenience of electronic communication, it's common to receive work emails or messages after hours, leading to situations where you might find yourself checking your phone while trying to enjoy a night out with friends or during a family dinner. This can escalate to receiving an emergency at midnight that demands a quick response, making it difficult to disconnect from work. The expectation to be available at all times can create increased pressure, as you may feel compelled to respond immediately to messages or emails for fear of falling behind or disappointing your bosses. This constant connectivity fosters a stressful environment where relaxation becomes challenging, making it frustrating to enjoy activities like watching a movie when work-related interruptions keep occurring. Legal protections against digital overload. To address the challenges presented by hybrid working and to prevent digital overload, some countries have introduced the right to disconnect laws. These laws aim to protect employees from the expectation of being available outside of their working hours, promoting better work-life balance and safeguarding mental health. France was the first country to introduce the right to disconnect law as part of the El Khomri labor law in 2017. Employers must negotiate for union agreements regarding employees' disconnection from digital communications after working hours. If no agreement is reached, companies are required to establish their own guidelines. The law addresses off-duty email usage as a health concern and aims to reduce stress levels associated with constant connectivity. Italy also implemented the right to disconnect as part of its labor law reforms in 2017. The law agrees that the blurring of work and personal life could affect mental health. Guidelines ensure that these employees can disconnect from technology after work hours. Employers must identify periods where employees are not expected to be in contact, prioritizing employee well-being and mental health. Spain introduced its right to disconnect law in 2021. This legislation gives remote workers power to disconnect digitally after working hours. The law explicitly states that remote workers have the right to disconnect from digital devices to ensure their rest and personal lives.
Reflective time.
Do you prefer to work in a hybrid working environment or not? Why and how you will protect your well-being in such a working environment.
These laws highlight a growing acknowledgement of the importance of digital boundaries and the need for protection against the pressures of constant connectivity. In this video, we have discussed the importance of protecting our physical and mental well-being in the digital age, highlighting issues such as eye strain, repetitive strain injuries, sleep disorders, internet addiction, and anxiety caused by social media. We also explored strategies to mitigate these challenges, including ergonomic practices, taking breaks, and maintaining a healthy relationship with technology. In the next video, we will focus on distinguishing fake news and misinformation, as well as addressing the issue of cyberbullying. For additional resources and information, please visit the Digital Competence Education platform.